40 people left in this lobby. 22 of them are duos. Elimination leaders there on the right side of your screen. Shuki AR Orton with 3, tied with Strikey with 3, Destroyer, GRQ, and Skew all with 2 eliminations respectively, as an 80 going the way of that player.
Yeah, great shot coming out from right away, and then utilizing the grenade launcher to try and get down. Does get the one wall replaced underneath, gets both of them, and oh, that was just super. Oh,
okay.
Oh, Gingerbread got a haircut there. I've never had toasted gingerbread man, but that's definitely what the top of his head would probably taste like. The RPG go.
It's just life, man. But Strikey here, they have 5 eliminations between them. Could we see a double snipe play?
They're looking for it. They're looking for it. And yes, they get it. You can tell they're looking to see that player on the other side. So when you have the fresh built walls, you're able to track the player between it. Generally, with double heavies, you want to track.
And they're already trying to aggress on another duo here, one of which is in a baller. Looks like Nemo Yigo here is in trouble as Duo has not joined the fray quite yet, and Edit goes out. 30-20, nothing follow-up, and there you go. Yegor goes down. And I believe that was also a confirm, right? It wasn't a thirst.
No, they picked up a Flak JK on the other side as well, so they each ended up taking 1v1s and winning that right there. So.
And now it's just an all-out madness, scramble, and again, no one has fallen. This entire time, no one has been eliminated, okay?
Yeah, everyone just trying to safe rotate. As you can see, there are still roughly 7 ballers in play. Everyone rotating back over the lagoon, forced to tarp up, or else just try and run along at that slightly slower pace the water gets you. There are some bananas right there as well. I don't know if you recognize that.
It would only give you 5 HP.
Yeah, that's true. Not going to help him there. I apologize. I thought it was Strikey, not Sant. So Sant could have like gotten that extra 2 HP he's missing right there, but doesn't look like they're too interested as they're going to use the jump pad to try and retake the high ground, or to just reevaluate and recognizing there's not necessarily room for it right now. And Elpis, that's going to be 2 for him. 7 elims already for Sant and Strikey.
Man, this is getting ham. Oh, I love that punching through and finding Kinetics. We're in top 12 placement points, and this is another player.
Oh,
double trap play! There it is, Axe Force going down, and the Siphon coming through. That means he was down at 9 HP, by the way.
Yeah, no, he needs to be able to then pick somebody else up. Sees the player above, gets the edit down, and he finds it. No, so the confirm just went out now. So now he's back up to 100 because he was able to not only get the confirm on that player, find the second one, but then he got a trap elim as well from the 2 traps he had left there. So he picked up 3 elims in that quick little span. I know the counter didn't end up updating. That's okay. It's one of the things we're working on. But his duo Strikey just picked up another 2. They're sitting on at least the 9 elims. I'm pretty sure they're up to 11. 8 duos remaining, 11 players, as he gets cracked in the back through this rotation.
Man, he did not have the heavy snipe reloaded. That's why he couldn't punch through that build. It's crazy that they were separated for so long, and now they're just back together. They were just raining terror on opposite ends of the circle, and they're just going to keep on doing it. They still have a launch pad, minis. They have everything. Okay, Betty. Good day, sir! And
Strikey had actually picked up Deuce there as well, so they're just eliminating the rest of the lobby as MLK spams L2 goes down as well. We're at to 5 players. Will he get the turn? No, finally gets picked up. But Strikey was able to avenge him, so he does go down. You have Specs on ultimate high, Qlash Zid on the ultimate low. Sant is finally going to tick out, but not Davis on the top up. Is a 1v1v1. You see Specs top right on ultimate high. You have Strikey on the ultimate low. The other 2 players are on the tarps in between. Strikey picking up a great elimination there onto Zid. Is a 1v1v1 here, Zeke.
Not Dave, by the way. They're in the middle. Tarp is Specs up high, Striking down low. Now Specs is going to drop down on Dave, but nothing confirmed quite yet. You hear the traps go out. Striking just playing this very slow. He's like, you guys duke it out, no problem. I'm just going to get to safety. Keep it going. Specs going up, and you see Specs fall to 1v1, both all the way topped off as possible, Sundown.
Topped off as possible. We have Strikey 1 tarp below. Specs trying to wall him out. Strikey continuing to get the shot off. Gets a good crack off onto Specs. Who will take it? Specs now forced out in the storm. Strikey has storm advantage. Specs is going to tick out, and Strikey takes it home with a great individual performance from both him and the duo. Strikey getting 9 elims. I'm pretty sure Sant had at least 4 going up there. The counter does not update sometimes, but a great 2 elims, Item, and Hawkers all on 2. So we talked about how these circles are dense. We talked about these players not necessarily at the stage where they're dropping those massive elims early. It's all about the late game rotations that from each region. It is the best of the best in our iterative cups leading up to the World Cup qualifiers, as Fake Reach right there gets a great laser.
It was nothing fake about that as he finds Seglum there. And now again, guys, 42 players, 26 duos. We're by Lazy Lagoon, half circle in with 5 right there.
So while they're the subject of fire now, they should be in a good spot as soon as that circle starts to confirm.
They do have 3 eliminations. They find a player, they get the angle. We see one player goes down, 32 coming through on that other duo partner's shield. They just need to shut him down. He gets cracked, Alpha, unfortunately. And now Blaster there on the right side of your screen trying to find an angle when okay, the edit comes through and he does it by himself.
Yeah, so Silene's there opting to try and get a little bit aggressive, knowing he'd crack back, but still in a 1v2 situation, and you don't own the walls in these tight circle corridors, in the Turtle Wars. We also have Tohaj, the player from Serbia, 4G2, a great representative, very positive, and always making it into these late games, trying to do what he can as downs 2K and not Hellfire, able to pick up a clutch elim right there.
This is your alter ego, Hellfire down instead of Sun down. 30 players left, 19 duos. Look as we overtake the pirate ship and Lazy Lagoon. Everyone trying to get themselves over the water build as safely as possible. Look at that high ground, Osmo.
That's going to put Script in a great spot, but Alpha is trying to find whatever shots he can as Killis and Hawkers are rotating on the far side of the circle.
Media here, the Alpha and Blaster boys are trying to do the best that they can. They find an elim there. The dual media duos need to play this as methodically as possible. Someone cracks their build, but it's okay. They're prepared for it because they can find a ton of elim Sundown. They found the one there. They're just looking to find more.
Yeah, and Downs is able to pick up Osmo, as then Nafaz is able to pick up Legends. We're getting closer and closer to that top 12. But Alpha and Blaster in a great spot with the heavy sniper. Will he follow it up with the shots right away? Yes, he does. Darrow goes down and then gets confirmed right away. The thirst coming out, and then he runs right into the Luke Goblin. He's like, no problem. I want all those mats. Those are mine. Thank you.
No. Thank you for the mats. Thank you for the mats.
Takes some ticks, and Tohaj, unfortunately, trying to utilize that baller to get to top 12, gets taken out just before. Not going to wrap up with any points from that one. Now you have Flexi on ultimate high. Milan just directly below him. Everyone else just trying to rotate and be safe, as these two are now on 7, looking to get the 8th elim as the trap goes out, and he does get the fire. Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, he does get all the way down to 50, but listen, that elimination, he just got saved his life. That Siphon coming through clutch-like. Now Blaster and Alpha continue their reign of dominance.
Yeah, Flexi able to pick up an elim there as well, knocking out the rest of the secret duo. They did get in the top 12, but the dual media team is the one to keep an eye on, sitting on 8 elims right now. He's literally on 2 HP, trying to pickaxe whatever he can, but Flexi finds it, gets Zinni, but then gets traded out right away by Blaster. Misses out on top 7. That's 5 points for everyone left as Reach gets picked up by Hawker, and we're into the ultimate late game now, Zeke. Circle 9, there's nothing left. We're going to see so many elims.
Oh my gosh, for a moment there, Alpha dropped on someone. Never mind! Hawker gets chucked! The baller gets cracked! Can he secure this elimination on the player as his duo is finding the flank? It's all going to chaos, Sundown. 10 eliminations between them, 2v the world right now. And they're on the lowest ground as we move up this mountain. This is going to get very dangerous. It's not Hellfire, your alter ego, keeping up on the high ground. I think this is it.
Yeah, Hellfire wins. Hellfire wins. We talked about the building advantage, and Alpha realizes it, trying to pop whatever bandages he can, but it doesn't matter. Hellfire's celebrating early because he knows he's going to take it home, has that entire circle to himself, and you know what? There's something particularly sinister about Fistic throwing you to take the L, man.
Minis and a half shield, so he is ready to trade with people left and right as they try to crack this wall. We'll get the edit replaced. Can they shut the player down? Flashy gets dropped.
Oh, that's super unfortunate from Flashy, but it's very difficult to win one of those box fights when you are 1v2 and you get separated from your partner. For the Solari of the French pair, they're the opposite of Hunter and Keenstar. All end up streaming off of one channel. Some really good content coming out from them, by the way, but you have to be able to speak French to really appreciate it. I know it's difficult for a lot of people. I don't speak French.
I don't either. I do not either. As Nikov goes on the offensive, finds Modern there, flushing him out with a stink, and the Secure coming through with the stink.
And that's a very good play because you know his teammate is going to want to be close, so it lets you actually tag up. And I don't know if you saw the 5 damage sticks that were there, but he knows where the teammate is. He knows the teammate's about a box and a half over to the right. So if they decide to go for it, yeah, and you can see him there, he ended up disengaging and healing up. But if he had decided to go for it, he knows what it is. But YOLO Man getting dropped down to sub 40 HP from Oblivion. Now, let's play as Oblivion is able to rotate through the tarp. But now Airwalks and Nikoff have taken ultimate high and are just raining down shots on below. Prisoner does pick up highs as a little bit of a revenge. Airwalks getting the knock on Perinkle as we get close to the top 12.
Man, I like the way they're doing this, right? You've got Nikoff there running around, setting up the high ground tarp for them as Airwalks is just cracking players left and right. We are going to see his health jump up there. He did get that down on the player, and the confirm coming through, so the siphon is going to be very nice and juicy as someone tries to contest them and says, never mind, I do not want any of this. And now they turn their attention to everyone down below. They find Oblivion there, and now Airwalks is 100-100. And they're trying to close this out.
Yeah, and that pushes them into the top 12 as Prisionero picks up 1, 2, 3. Mouse the V's goes down, gets picked up there. Now you have...
Looks like no one, unfortunately. We see a stink come through. 120 to the face of that man is going to mean an elimination heading his way. But his teammate, Sir, is super low as they finally rejoin. He sees someone coming up through the other side. The gingerbread man was just standing there. Ricky goes down. 7 people remain, 7 duos. That's placed with the points. And Sir goes down.
Great pickup from there, but now he's out of mats and needs to find what he can. Yeah, Wham gets picked up and knocked there as Tripper also gets thrown out into the storm. Will he be able to find the shot? That player is on white. Now it is a 2v1 because his teammate is knocked, and Airwalks and Nikoff from the high ground were able to walk it out. All the action happened on the low ground, but Airwalks and Nikoff take advantage of it. 7 elims and the victory out. 17 points from them. So while 10 elims did come out of tiebreakers in some circumstances, so everyone wants to maximize their efficiency. As you see, Rutex picking up phase, a couple players being rifted up there as well. MYD boys on the middle tarp as MRX gets forced down. King for the win as well. Our current game elim leader finally gets picked up right there by Talmo, so good job by him there.
They're gonna keep going as someone has, okay, someone was above them and they said, rain down your loot upon us. Give it all to the King Slayer. Talmo continuing his reign of terror. 176 is going to down that player. He's just going to keep on moving. He does have the grenade launcher sundown, but the longer this goes, the less effective this becomes. Someone else dropping down from up high as his teammates just cleans them up.
Yeah, as you get into the super tight circle, it makes it difficult to bank the grenade launchers unless you're up on ultimate high ground like this and able to rain them down so they explode pretty much as you hit. But going to opt instead to use it for the RPGs. Tons of stinks, forcing out RPGs plus stinks, forcing players in the open. Hits the other one in the face. Says catch that. Tossing it down there. Will they be able to find the Elim RPG again, knocking it down? There's still 12 players in this match, Zeke. Incredibly vertical.
What is going on? I liked it that they used all those things and they just like painted the entire ground and said, if you're down there, you're going to be suffering from this gas that we have dealt. But now they're going to continue raining down shots. There's a bunch of people coming down from the skies. Was that Rifts? It must have been because it was a bunch of players. Shrek gets down. 8 players remain. 1 more to fall for additional placement points. This is where they're going to come down to the wire. No one can make a mistake. We see an RPG go down but does not secure anyone. Look how many people are so low. Haster goes down. That's it. He missed out on the points, and we're going to continue dropping. 3 is the next threshold.
As they're trying to get there, you have Tartax up on ultimate high, Talmo on the mid-ground tarp, working together. We're now into the top 3, so everyone's securing 7 placement points. Talmo now sweeping along the bottom. You have Bot Simpson in the middle as his partner Yoshi gets picked up. Miel Esgidit trying to find some space. 2v1v1. Tartax and Talmo controlling the tempo right now, able to single out Esgidit. Will Miel be able to find a little bit of space, trying to pop a mini, gets the mini off there, sitting on just over 50 effective health, but goes down. Talmo and Tartax, this is their match to win. Simpson needs to do something special here, but I think we're going to see the duo on the right-hand side of the screen be able to close this one out. Simpson trying to find whatever space he can. They're just going to keep walling him out. Tartax lower on effective HP goes first, and they clean it out.
Beautiful. I love the way they dropped down on that player.
Yeah, very well played. Nice pincer move. They decided once they went down, they had the lower health.
And then we'll take a look at the final standings later on. Mitro and Mongrel, though, continue maintaining this top spot. 86 points. Oliver and Jinzen here coming out of nowhere with 81 points. Now trying to contest for that first place spot. But Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage tied with Atlantis Tux and E11's Bloodex. looking to contest even this top 1 spot. I mean, Sundown, there is a lot of big names here.
Yeah, but they are 11 points off the clip. So again, the queues are done. The players are in their last match now. So rolling through, you have MCES, Andilex, and Orc-H. Forward Aries and Keelix, Solari, Airwalks, and Nikov climbing up there as well. Chapik, ZZZ, Granite Crew, Secrets, Osmo, and Milan, and then Stompy into Shinken rounding out the top 10. But don't forget it's top 30 who are placing inside the money. So we have Team Quesos, Potato, and Prisionero, B-Mice, 4ZR, and Backed, VPG's Aurora and Vass, Penta's Hugo and Legends. You have Cream and VGIA Teddy, Gambit Flexi and Letwick. Then you have Singularity's Bass, Thomas HD, the Dual Media Bros, Alpha and Blaster, continually showing up and pushing up there. And now you see kind of that spread's a little tighter. Kingstar and Hunter at 60, and then SC Braga, Dongums, and Idrakil at 59. We got 10 more as well. And reminder, not quite finalized yet. Some players still finishing up their matches. The queues were dropped at around 4 p.m. Eastern time, 15 minutes, so about 10 more minutes left. Hawkers and Keolis, Forze, Aze, and Toos. Downs 2K, not Hellfire, your favorite guy. And Diza, the Irish lad, coming out there with Uyala Richie, Darrow and Item, Alliance's Rizar and Tomo, Natbad Sniper, and VL Kazun San, a Poc XY, I think? I have no idea. Phineas, SCSC, D-Mind Krusty, and D-Mind Snooze Lose, and then Magnus and Nebi XO rounding out the top 30. And again, there might shift a little bit